And just like that, guys, we are here. Stop number 8 on our baseball tour. Chase Field here. We're here to see the Mets and the Diamondbacks here July 4th. Happy birthday, America. And we're going to celebrate your birthday properly by watching some good old baseball, having some few hot dogs, and definitely some beer. It's going to be a great day, and I am super excited to be here.
I know. Stop number 8.
Stop number 8, guys.
I hope you enjoyed this stadium tour of Chase Field.
Yep. See you guys inside. It's hot.
I know it's hot out here.
There's a Chick-fil-A. You put a Chick-fil-A. Oh, look at that.
This is the only thing that's like throwing me off.
110 degrees right now. Cameraman, that you were asking why the roof was closed, that is why. 110.
So now that we're back at the hotel, we're gonna give like our last pros and cons. This is how we usually end our stadium tour videos. We'll add on the top so that you guys can watch the other ballparks that we visit. Like we mentioned before, this is legit our 8th ballpark.
I can't believe that's crazy when you say you want to do something and then you actually start doing it.
So usually at the end of these ballpark videos, we usually do a pro and a con section. Yep. This time around for Arizona, we actually have more pros than cons.
Yeah.
So usually we'll give it a rating.
Right, so
and I think one time, like eventually when we see all of the stadiums, we'll do a rating on which stadium we loved the most, and then which one we didn't like the most. Yep. We definitely gave this rating a 7.
7 out of 10.
Out of 10. But we're gonna start with the pros first, and then go with the cons. Yes. The pros was the food.
The food options were amazing. They had barbecue, tacos, they had hot dogs, they had everything. Everything you could possibly want. Cold Stone, Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A inside.
In stadium, wild to me.
I had 2 tacos. I don't really remember what was in it. I want to say it was like chicken and a bunch of stuff. It was delicious. It reminded him of like something they make back in El Salvador.
Yes, it
was so
like
good.
A sweet corn. It reminded me of tamales. I had tamales.
It was so good.
Wow. I had a pulled pork sandwich and a hot dog, obviously. And then another thing that they had was ads on the walls for where to get certain food. They had a churro hot dog. So say like you wanted it like a churro hot dog.
There was a picture
of it. And then a section of where to get that specific thing from.
That's convenient.
Yeah, we thought that was
because there's a lot of things, and you know we always base this off of our home stadium, and our home stadium is obviously Citi Field. And Citi Field, you could see somebody, like, they have this donut chicken sandwich.
Oh my God.
Which I'm not gonna try, but they have it. The only thing is they advertise it, you just don't know where to go. You don't know where to go to find it. And that's something the Diamondbacks do. That they had a picture of a nice looking churro hot dog apparently, and it was like section 1 something something something, and it was like, whoa, it was actually there. The other thing was the pool. Obviously,
it's just a great
it's just
thing.
a great
cool thing to have. It's a very unique thing to have. Like, I think the only other stadium that has a pool in it but not for humans is Tampa Bay, because Tampa Bay has like an aquarium for their stingrays, obviously. But the fact that you can actually go inside a pool during the game and chill there, and there's seats there, there's a bar there, it's crazy to me.
It was like group sale tickets, and unfortunately we're not a group, so we couldn't buy those. Like, we couldn't just buy 3. But
another thing was everything, like lineup wise, pitch wise, wherever you want to follow the game from, clear as day.
Yeah,
everything was right there in center field, and the big screen, and then they had 2 adjacent smaller screens where like they had the actual lineups and like numbers and stuff like that, which is great. Like like some stadiums we have to look a while before we see that.
That was our pros. Now to the cons. We honestly only had 2 cons.
Yeah, one of them was the heat. We're in the desert.
It's a dome,
but
went to a dome in Miami, so we know how domes feel, and it wasn't air conditioned in Miami's dome anyways. Not as hot as Arizona.
It was 110 degrees.
But it was just hot. There was just a lot of people. Maybe, I don't know.
It was definitely a lot cooler than it was outside. But still. Another con, their bag policy is stupid. Like, I'm sorry to say, but like, I have this fanny pack that I've been going to many stadiums with.
We recorded a clip of the incident that happened. But his fanny pack that's normal size and everything like that, he's able to bring into every other stadium. With the Diamondbacks, when we first got there,
it has to be a clear tote bag, and if it's not a clear tote bag, it has to be 4 inches by 6 inches, which
is like a picture frame.
Is tiny. Like, that makes no sense. And then on top of that, not only did I have to pay for it, because they're like, oh, it's either you can leave it in your car or go back to leave it somewhere. I'm like, I'm in a hotel. There's nowhere I can go. So they had me pay for a locker.
Then on top of that, it was like a medium-sized locker.
Yeah, and it
$10.
Like $10 for something so small.
You gotta understand, like, we're hyped about going to another stadium. And I think that just being your first thing you enter, it just like
brought it, like we were up here, and then it like kind of like went down, and then it went kind of up, but not as up as it would have been.
Yeah, and that's the thing. We always recommend, like, we know, like, we
100%.
We do this, and to me, it's just more like we know not to bring a bag, but it's the fact that we've bought that, like I brought that bag to
every other stadium.
Now that bag pretty much cost us $10. Made me think, like, if we would have entered a different section of the stadium, would they have said anything? Because we did go into the main entrance just so that we could get content for this video to show the outside of the stadium. So to me, it's like, I don't know, it makes me feel like if we would have entered somewhere else, would we had to pay $10? Now that pretty much tells me I have a clear Mets bag that I don't like to bring into other stadiums, but it is a clear bag.
And at this point, we're just gonna have to bring it.
But now it just tells me every stadium that we travel to, I'm just gonna bring it, because there's never anything against a clear bag. Yeah,
Not trying to be on the con so much. At the end of the day, we had a great time. Mets won, which is always a plus.
Without being biased.
Being biased, obviously. So overall, we had a great time. I had a great time at the ballpark today. Great time on 4th of July. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure you like this video. Subscribe to our channel. Put your push notifications on so you get notified every time we
upload a video.
Also follow us at official_Megaland on Instagram and TikTok, apparently, for clips and TikToks. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. See you guys in the next stadium tour. Later, guys.
Bye.